What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to share the story of how I personally lost my virginity, and this story is going to be quite embarrassing, so enjoy. So I wanted to share this story because I think it could be motivational for a lot of people. And lately I've been having an influx of virgin coaching clients. I think guys being virgins in their 20s is becoming more and more rampant nowadays. I've talked about this in the past. I said that, you know, the old saying, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. I think it's happening like that with pussy. I think the guys at the 0.1%, the celebrities are getting laid more than ever, and the guys at the bottom 50% are more and more having less and less sex and more likely to become virgins. So hopefully this story will be motivational for a lot of people. And I think there's also misconceptions about me. Like, some people assume that, you know, I was just like always a slayer with chicks, or that, you know, I lost my virginity in some epic way with like 2 hot twins. I had a crazy threesome. It was nothing like that. This story is actually fairly embarrassing. So growing up, you know, I hung out with a group of friends, and basically we just smoked weed and like drank and stuff like that, and pulled pranks. Like, none of my friends were really getting laid. And then around high school, some of my friends started getting laid, but whatever, I didn't really care. I get to my freshman year of college, and I start hanging out with a complete brand new group of people. And all those guys were not virgins. Like, all of them were already pretty decent with girls. So I was the only one that literally was a virgin and didn't know what to do with girls. And this was like my big secret. I was so fucking embarrassed about it. Like, there's no way you can make me more embarrassed than by saying, how many girls have you been with, you know, when I was a freshman in college, right? And I remember one day specifically, I was out with 2 of my friends, and I think I said something really stupid about game or about chicks. I don't remember what it was. Kind of reminds me of that scene in 40-Year-Old Virgin when they're talking about what boobs feel like. He's like, oh, they're like sand or whatever. Right? They're like, what are you talking about? So it was something like that I said. And one of my friends looks at me. He's like, you're a virgin, aren't you? And it was one of the most embarrassing points of my life. I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, it's okay, man. And I was just like, fuck. Hey, if you guys are enjoying the content on this channel, then make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, and click that bell for notification. Fuck my life. Like, I just felt so embarrassed and so terrible about myself. All my freshman year of college, I kept going out. I went to parties 5 or 6 days a week. I was constantly going to college parties, trying to lose my virginity and failing. I kept talking to girls. I had so many phone numbers in my phone, but none of them would lead to anything because I knew so little about female nature and about game. I just was doing all the wrong things nonstop. I remember literally freshman year of college, I had a girl who I had a crush on literally sleeping in my bed next to me, and I still didn't make a move because I was too much of a pussy, right? So this was all leading up to it. So I lost my virginity the summer between my freshman and sophomore year in college. I was on a vacation with my family in Mexico. We're staying on one of those all-inclusive resorts. And I remember that I just like was, again, back then I had crippling social anxiety. So in order to talk to girls, I would have to be drunk. Like, there's no way around that for me at that point, which I think is a big crutch. And if you're in this situation, then you do need to baby step yourself out of it. So I remember I was just wasted. And then there was this fat chick who was sitting next to me, right? And literally my self-esteem was so low that I wouldn't even hit on attractive girls because I thought there's no way in hell. So the only girls I would hit on were unattractive girls. So I just drunkenly started hitting on her, and I think we made out or something like that. And we agreed that we were going to meet up later on in the night for, I think, drinks or something like that. And I was like so wasted, like everything is like basically like a blur. But we met up at 10 p.m. and I remember that I met her dad, and her dad like introduced himself to me, and I would just remember feeling like really awkward because I'm like, oh, I like your daughter or something like that. But I think he was just like cool and just kind of ignored it. I think most dads would have been like, you're a retard. But anyway, so me and this chick, we were drunkenly making out, and we went on a beach, and we were in Mexico. And so she was laying on the beach, and I literally had no idea what to do, just stuff I've seen in pornos. So we started basically, you know, it was like super sloppy, making out. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And then basically my penis inside of her. And I think the first time when we had sex, I lasted like 20 seconds. It was so quick that I don't think she even knew that I was inside of her. She probably still thought like we were doing foreplay. So that's how fucking short I lasted. And I remember like after that, I spent about a week being super paranoid that I accidentally got her pregnant or something like that. I also didn't really understand female biology that well either. And between the point where I lost my virginity, it took me another 1.5 years until I had sex with my second girl. And that was my junior year of college, which was a friend of a friend, right? And the second girl I slept with was noticeably more attractive. But the first girl I slept with was realistically like a 2, right? It was really really bad and it was embarrassing, and I had to get drunk in order to do it, and it lasted 20 seconds. So I think my way of losing my virginity like couldn't have been any worse in any way, right? And you can see that I've clearly come a very long way since then. So this was when I was, I want to say 19. I am 32 now. So in the last 13 years, you know, I've made a lot of improvements on my self-esteem. Like nowadays, I would never even look once at a girl who, you know, I didn't find attractive. I definitely come a long way. So there is definitely hope for anyone. And again, if you're at a very low point right now, it's okay. I was personally there. I think it's harder to be at a lower point than where I was, right? But again, through continuous self-improvement and working on my self-esteem, working on my game, I slowly was able to level up over and over again. Hopefully the videos on this channel will significantly expedite the learning process for you. All right, hopefully you guys found this video valuable, entertaining, and show us that you're not gonna lose your virginity to a fat chick in Mexico by smashing the like button, hitting subscribe, and clicking the bell for notification. Thank you guys for watching. Share in the comments your epic virgin stories. And until next time.